Hi everyone, my name is Sripal Jain. I'm a qualified chartered accountant and a licensed CPA, and I'm the co-founder for Simandhar Education. Today we'll be talking about one of the prestigious finance and accounting qualification in the world, which is ACCA. What is ACCA? What are the subjects in ACCA? What is the cost of ACCA? What are the job opportunities, salaries? Everything we'll be discussing in this video. So please ensure that you watch this video end to end, especially on the exemption part, because that is one of the most confusing part in ACCA exam as such. So I will be taking care of each and everything in this video, and I'll also ensure to touch upon what are the future opportunities for ACCA and the new latest changes which are coming up in the ACCA exam as well. So first question, what is ACCA, sir? So ACCA is a UK accounting course which is recognized by over 100 plus countries in the world. It's one of the top qualification today what we talk about. And how many subjects, how many sections are in ACCA? Now if you see that, the best thing about ACCA, it's recognized across so many countries, and that gives you an opportunity to work in any of the countries, not just in India. So by default, this becomes a global accounting qualification. Now sir, how many subjects are in ACCA and which is the body which regulates the ACCA? So if you see Association of Chartered Certified Accountant, that is what is ACCA. The body which regulates itself is also the Association of Chartered Certified Accounting itself. That are the body which regulates the ACCA qualification. How many subjects and who are eligible for the ACCA exam? Typically a 10th pass is eligible for the ACCA exam. Unlike if you see the way CPA and other international exams are, and the eligibility is normally a BCom and all, but in ACCA you will not find all those things. You are straight away eligible. So if you see that in ACCA, you just need to be a 10th pass and you can become eligible for the ACCA exam itself. Now how many subjects are in ACCA? So there are 3 levels in ACCA exam. First is knowledge level, second is skill level, and third is professional level. In knowledge level you have 3 subjects, in skill level you have 6, and in professional level you have 4. So overall it consists of 13 papers in ACCA exam. Sir, what are these papers actually? What is the content covered in ACCA? Because why is it so famous, right? Every qualification become famous because of its content which is tested in the exam. And in ACCA there is a heavy content on accounting, auditing, tax, IFRS and whatnot. So let's start with knowledge level. In knowledge level we have 3 papers like we discussed. One is business and technology, second is financial accounting, and third is management accounting. Now second comes the skill level. Skill level has 6 papers. So normally if you see in skill level you have corporate and business law, you have performance management, you have taxation, you have financial reporting, you have audit and assurance, and then you have financial management. In professional level you have overall 4 papers. First 2 papers are your core and mandatory papers, strategic business leader and strategic business reporting. And then you have 4 more papers. Out of those 4 papers, folks, you need to select only 2 of those papers. So in that 4 papers you have advanced audit, advanced financial reporting, advanced performance management and advanced taxation. Out of those 4 papers you can select any of the 2 papers. So first 2 papers SBL, SBR, then another 2 papers become 4 papers of professional level of ACCA. So now comes the most critical part in our video, is the exemptions for ACCA. So what are these exemptions? So typically if you are a graduate, if you are a chartered accountant, if you are semi-qualified CA or CS or company secretary, there are variety of exemptions which are being given in ACCA curriculum. So starting off straight away with BCom. Sir, if I'm +1, +2, you need to write all the 13 papers. You cannot skip the foundation level, which is the knowledge level. But in case if you are a graduate, if you are completed BCom, then you get 5 paper exemption. So you just need to write only 8 papers of ACCA exam if you are a BCom. Now if I am a BCom and that university or college is recognized by ACCA, so while pursuing BCom also you can get various exemptions. Like for an example, say Osmania University, it is recognized by ACCA. If you are doing any of the BCom program via OU related colleges, then you will get 5 exemption while pursuing BCom. Sir, what if I'm a BCom and CA inter? Then you'll have 6 papers exempted and you'll just need to write 7 papers. So there is an exemption calculator also in the ACCA website where you can put your mark sheets and your degree and you can easily know which papers are exempted. But it's a fantastic news for chartered accountants or semi-qualified chartered accountants or graduates. You normally enjoy 5 paper exemptions, which is a very, very big thing, folks. And one more important thing, if you're an CFA, if you're a CPA, if you're a USCMA or enroll agent, you do not have any exemptions whatsoever. You'll need to write all the 13 papers. But technically, if you're a CPA, normally you will be a BCom because you will not be eligible for CPA without a BCom degree. So by default, you'll still have 5 papers exemption even if you're a CPA. Indirect route is what I'm talking about, folks. So if you see the entire ACCA exam structure, typically the ACCA exams happen every quarter. And the last month of the quarter, the exams are held. So overall in a year, 4 times the ACCA exams are held, right? So March, June, September and December. And technically 1 month before the exam, you should start your registration process and you can close it off. One more very important thing, since we are ACCA approved partner, you can also get a lot of exemption cost waiver as well. So if you are registering with Simandhar Education, you will get a discount code or an ACCA code where you will get some discounts on your fees as well. And the most important pattern, which is the pattern of the ACCA exam, is it's 75% MCQs and 25% is case law oriented questions. So what is the ideal duration to complete ACCA exams? Technically, ACCA gets finished in 1.5 to 2 years, max to max 2.5 years. But we have seen majority of our candidates, they typically finish by 1.5 to 2 years itself. And in a year, you can't write more than 8 papers, folks. So if you have 13 papers, like this is an average duration for a student who have just passed +1, +2. But if you have passed chartered accountancy or if you have passed half CA or something like that, then you can complete ACCA in less than a year itself because you just have 8 papers, right? So if you have 6 papers exemption, if you're a BCom and CA, half CA, so you have 6 papers exempt, so you just need to write 7 papers. So technically you can complete ACCA in less than a year itself. Now the ideal duration, like in a year, you can't write more than 8 papers. So in a quarter, you can just write max to max 2 papers itself, folks. So now we are coming to the cost of the ACCA exam. Technically, if you see at the knowledge level, it goes around 9,000 rupees or so. Then at skill level, it goes almost to 15,000 rupees per paper. Then at professional level, it goes to 23,000 per paper. So overall average, if you see, it comes around 16 to 17,000 rupees per paper. Say around 13 papers, the cost would be ideally be around 1,90,000 to 2,00,000 rupees, and then you have a registration cost as well. Because we are ACCA approved provider, you have a lot of discounts on that. But technically, if you see, 2,00,000 would be the exam cost, and then you have around 1,20,000 to 1,30,000 rupees of the training cost as well. So overall, ACCA costing should come around 3,00,000 to 3,50,000 rupees across 13 papers. But if you have exemptions and all, the cost would go down substantially, and you should be able to complete the entire ACCA exam. If you're a graduate and all, it will go below 2.5 lakhs to 3,00,000 rupees. So that's the cost of ACCA. Now, the most important thing, because you have so many exemptions, so you need to watch out for how you pay the exam fees and all those things. And typically, you will need to close it 1 month before the exam itself. You need to pay the entire fees. There is also remote exam also where you can sit at home and you can write the ACCA exams. But technically, the fees is again, it keep differing on the remote as well. Okay, now what are the opportunities, sir? Where do the ACCA people work? So they work in accounting, they work in auditing, they work in tax, they work in IFRS, because IFRS is accepted almost by more than 100 plus countries. So typically the ACCAs would work in all these companies, and we have seen majorly they also work in a lot of Indian companies, because India have also adopted Ind AS, which is very much in line with IFRS. So you can get jobs in Indian companies as well, and that's why ACCA is recognized in India, it's recognized in UK, it's recognized in Europe, it's recognized in Middle East. So that's why we call it as the global qualification, recognized in more than 100 plus countries today. Now the last question comes, which is why Simandhar? And before that, I also wanted to clarify, there were a lot of questions to me on what is the salary of ACCA. Ideally, the starting salary for ACCA fresher would come around 6 to 8 lakhs per annum. Don't go with a lot of misleading ads with 15 lakh, 20 lakh, recognized in 100 plus, 200 plus countries. So don't go with these big things, but I think the ideal salary is typically 5 to 8 lakh rupees. But normally you will will see a lot of the institutes quoting you UK salaries and all, but you need to understand you are in India, so you need to understand the Indian salary as well. So don't get misguided, folks. So finally we come to why Simandhar. Now at Simandhar we have all our live classes for ACCA. Each and every live classes are getting recorded also. We are also having lot of these recorded classes at your own convenience. You can watch, because these are all live interactive classes. These are not studio based classes where someone is reading and then you're not able to ask the questions. We also have developed something called as digital Sripal, which have passed the ACCA exam with 95% accuracy. The moment you put question, your doubts can get resolved 24/7. You can ask in morning, evening, afternoon, or whatever. Because this is very important, folks, because 1 month before the exam, the faculties will not be available late night. So what do? This chatbot, the digital Sripal, is a WhatsApp chatbot. So you just need to install it, install WhatsApp, which normally all of them have. Just need to put questions there and you can get your answers in seconds. And third important thing is all our materials, they are all BPP approved materials which we use technically, and these are all updated material which we will be giving you. Because of our partnership with ACCA, all our faculties are also triple qualified chartered accountants, ACCA, CPAs, and all those things. So this is where Simandhar comes in as a very big ecosystem for you to help you navigate your exemptions, navigate your placements, navigate your opportunities, where you need to work in, which paper you need your guidance. So the entire mentoring support is there here. And most importantly, because of our network with 250 plus companies, you also get an opportunity to work in any of these prestigious companies as well. So 360-degree placement support and placement assistance is also there in the ACCA exams. That's all from our side. Please ensure that you subscribe and like, and do follow us also on Instagram, on YouTube, and LinkedIn as well. And visit our website www.simandhareducation.com for more information. This is Sripal Jain signing off. Thank you so much.